Hello everyone. This is our second lecture on Power BI. In the last lecture, we get to know about just the introduction and what are the requirements before starting this course. So, if you haven't watched that video yet, please go through that video and then come on this, you will have a better understanding. So, how to start this? We start by getting data from one or more sources. If we have multiple sources of data that we are tying together, someone needs to build a model that expresses the relationships between the data sources. Using that model of the data, that is data sets, we will create visualizations, charts, table, and so on, and that we can share with our colleagues and clients. And with all of this information summarized and illustrated in a way that is accessible and useful, our teams or our department or organization will be able to make better business decisions. Yes. So I hope you understand what is the um, advantage of visualization. So, like we are having raw data, those raw data from multiple sources are tied together using a model, and this model is used for visualization and charts and so on, so that one can have a better, so the end users, business can take a better decision where using this visuals and can have a better understanding and approach for the future. So, I was thinking, what can be the alternative for Power BI? So, the first alternative to this type of enterprise business intelligence was Microsoft Excel. Yes, you have already know about Excel because Microsoft Excel allowed users to analyze data for themselves even if they had to take it offline, even if they had to use last month's data. Excel is a popular business tool precisely because so many people learn Excel to be able to get a better handle on their business, on the data for their product, their department, their functional area. For many of us, Excel was our first step into self-service business intelligence. And the first version, yeah, you will be surprised to know, the first version of Power BI was built almost totally in Excel and with add-ins for Excel. Microsoft has continued to evolve Power BI, and it is now has a set of tools that are not at all Excel centric. So, yes, so like the base was Excel, but now Power BI has evolved during these years, and now it has completely different set of tools. So, before we begin, let's have some core understanding of what it is we are going to do with Power BI. Firstly, we will create data sets. The model I referred to a moment ago, yes, we will create data sets. Using different multiple sources of data, we will create model relationship between different data sources. So, using those data sets, we will create reports. Our reports don't simply think of rows and rows of figures with labels. No, reports in Power BI can be amazing, like funnel charts, tree maps, heat maps, geospatial maps, and different types of visualizations. These reports are meant to be shared directly. If we want to share the information in our reports, we will take part of those reports, some of the visualization, and we will create dashboards. Yes. So dashboards are like we will create multiple reports, and through that reports we will form dashboards. And actually, this is very easy to do. We have okay. So we have number of components in Power BI. Like first, the Power BI service. Power BI service is also called powerbi.com. or what most people mean when they say Power BI, it is a web-based, and for many users, this is the only tool they use because the Power BI service allows the user to manipulate visualization to do a deeper analysis of business information. So, like if I say Power BI, so for most of the people, it is just web based. Like we are going to do everything in the browser, and because that Power BI service or Power BI allows you to do all the manipulation of visualization and all the deeper analysis or business information in the service itself. Okay, so so suppose if you are an end user and you are not a part of development team, you are just an end user, you may spend almost all of your time in Power BI, that is in Power BI service. You don't need the desktop version. But if you are a business analyst or a power user, then you will probably also use Power BI desktop, which can be free download and that sits on your Windows computer and allows you to do things that we previously did only in Excel, like modeling our data, to transform our data, pivot, and we can also create reports there. And that we are going to publish to the Power BI service or Power BI. So also I like in the my last video I told about mobile apps for Power BI. So that is also available for iOS, Windows, Android. So that we can download from Play Store. So also there is a visual marketplace, which is where you can get custom visuals. So which are not included in Power BI, and like some for a cost, some for free. Okay. So also there is another component that is Power BI Gateway. So gateway, what are gateways? Gateways are used to synchronize data coming in and out of Power BI from enterprise systems. So we will get to know about in details in our other videos. So and there is Power BI Embedded, which is a subset of Power BI that is used to include dashboards and reports and custom application. So this is Power BI Embedded is another component. And then we have Power BI Report Server is used in place of Power BI service for companies that do not have their data stored in cloud, for companies that have all of the data on premise. So that's what we have another thing called Power BI Report Server in place of Power BI Service. So you can think of this as Power BI Service on-prem in a way. And finally, there are a growing set of developer tools for Power BI. So regardless of our edition, we are going to use the tools in Power BI in exactly the same way. Whichever editions you are having, we are going to use in the exactly same way, and we are going to get data. So like I can show you the flow chart how it works. So this is Power BI 2. We are going to get data using either the Power BI service or Power BI desktop. We are going to model data. All the modeling of data can only be done in Power BI desktop. So this is basically used by all the developers and business analysts. But the end user usually uses Power BI service, or also known as Power BI. Power BI service is also known as Power BI, remember. And then we have Power BI desktop for all the modeling of data. And if we need to do that, we will do that in Power BI desktop. Okay, then we have create visualizations and reports using either service or desktop. So either can be preferred, and there we can share with our team both as Power BI service or mobile apps. So that's all for today. We are going to get to know everything in details one by one in our next lectures. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.